for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started, y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop, you ain't here, I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They try to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty, watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out, now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. But I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hit boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible.
Yeah. You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cypress block, young buck holding the like we knew it all. Not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lip. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and producer. You got no chance of hanging. They take your tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
Night beginning to fall over Southern California, but the lights are shining bright here at the spectacular SoFi Stadium in metropolitan Los Angeles. Tonight, we wrap a busy first week of the season with a second of two on a Monday night between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Herbert off of play action. This one complete to Scott Miller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go. It's Williams on the catch. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. He could only get a yard after all that. It's 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Williams, the man in motion left. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Charles, that's a route that you and I have seen time and time again in our years up in this booth, and that executed well and a great throw, too.
And sometimes, even if you know it's coming, the execution will trump whatever you do on the defensive side of the ball. Plus, it was a well-thrown football. A nice, healthy gain right there.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Yeah, he had to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Miller, the man in motion. On 1st down, it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, 47 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here first in the season opener. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this one is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Not the kind of game that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of game that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Here's Mahomes to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 40. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly, it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Slot man moves right. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now second and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On second and goal, Mahomes, and in for the Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he starts his new year off on the right foot as well, as this kick is good.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. First carry now for Isaiah Spiller. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. These two teams all tied after one.
The score tied 7-7.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Third and 2, Herbert. It's caught on the right side, Williams. Now they needed 2, they could only get 1. 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. They fake the give. Now Mahomes taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
But they went for the big play there. But that drop could really hurt their momentum.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Edwards-Helaire. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
18 on the play. First down, Chiefs.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to Edwards-Helaire on 1st down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Yards the pickup, 1st down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
They'll run here with Edwards. Edwards-Helaire. He fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd and 8. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. One more time with Edwards-Helaire. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out, but I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce with career touchdown number 75. And the Chiefs will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Chargers 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. On 1st and 10, Herbert. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And some room to work. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
On play action, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
A 44-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal. And
anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he's got some space here. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a first down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. 83 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Mahomes. On the out route, he finds Hardman. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's Edwards-Helaire. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 43. Miller, the man in motion. After the turnover, here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Working with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 50-yard line.
The tight end in motion right. Give running right is Spiller. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Play action. It's Herbert. They'll find Everett there, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards, we're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Miller in motion right. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Herbert back to the air. Across the formation, and he gets this to Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and goal from the 1. They toss it out right to Kelly. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust. And unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it, but you know every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Herbert off of play action. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First target, first catch, and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
On Herbert, his third interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on third down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Big hook up there. Forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. That's complete to Tony. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Second down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners. taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
That's good, hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Chiefs 24, Chargers 9. Harrison Butker to kick off 4
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action, but other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. And, well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe a hand.
Oh, he fakes a spike. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of a yard.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These Week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation. A fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to the start. Get off to a 1-0 start and get your season going. That could spark an excellent season for them. They've got that in their pocket now.
So for the Chiefs, they begin the new year 1-0 as they come out victorious here.